Alright, I'm back. Just taking a little swig of my shave drink today from Silver City Brewing, the Tropic Haze IPA, right here out of Washington State. I'm going to be using Gratiot Square from Declaration Grooming, scent created by Chatillon Luxe, the perfumer. And this is in the old formula, the Bison Tallow formula. Has the ingredients around the outer ring, but they're not tightly in one spot. I don't know if you'll be able to screen capture that. But it is a really good scent and a fantastic base from what I've found out. So yeah, this one's basically like leather forward. It's warm. It has some spiciness in it. It's fantastic. Obviously, it's a cologne because it was made by the artisan perfumer there, Chatillon Luxe. But yeah, this is good stuff, guys. Masculine for sure. This soap, as you can see, it's real creamy. I dug out kind of like the outer rim with my little Baskin-Robbins sample spoon. But yeah, it's a softer base, but it's a really high quality base. And I'll go into how I acquired this real quick. So I'm going to be using my Sawdust Creation Studios, made by Bobby Moffat. And it's this great, I think he called it Plum Crazy, but it has like this, plum purple and kind of crimson bronze going through. And we have a Paragon shaving 25mm Boar knot on top. So I'm got it pressed into my Lancaster bowl as always, and I'll get lathering as I tell this tale. And I don't know what the hell's going on here, but something irritated my eye. So coming around the holiday season last year, or actually I probably should say 2018, I'm in a small, I'm in many shaving Facebook groups, but I'm in a small one that's regional to where I live called the Pacific Northwest Wet Shavers. And last year one of the members did a piff, and William Moore, and he put up a Noble Otter and APR, Australian Private Reserve, soap collaboration. I believe that one was their first collaboration, which for whatever reason is escaping me right now. Oh, Texas. So, and since there's not a whole hell of a lot of members that are in the group and not a whole hell of a lot of members that are actually very active, I won. And so that was pretty badass. I love the soap. William, he's a good guy. He actually was pretty warm and sent me some stuff when I was very new to the hobby. So I do credit him for, kind of keeping me interested by, just paying it forward some gear. And come the next year round, here he is again doing another piff for the holidays. And, I commented, that's awesome. But I'm going to sit this one out. I won last year. I'm going to sit this one out, let someone else win. And someone else won. They were super excited, and William's still a great guy. Whew, this is blowing up. Alright. I'll get some water on the face as I continue. Anyhow, shortly after that, someone else in the group was inspired and said, well, I'm going to keep the piff going. And I'm going to put up this Declaration Grooming Gratiot Square. And I said, okay, alright. I've never tried anything from Declaration Grooming, but I've heard they're fantastic. So I'm going to get in on this one. And we'll get started here. Got a fat load. in my Paragon Boar. And let's just say it was a good holiday season for me. I won again. So I was super thankful. And I got my first tub of Declaration Grooming, which I've pretty much only heard good things about. And although it's their older formula, the Bison Tallow formula, I mean, this stuff could not be much more top-notch. I'm going to paint some more water in. This is really dense, and just want to make sure that I don't have a terrible amount of experience with it, although it wasn't that hard to dial in last time. There we go. That looks like money. And this Paragon Boar, I've probably got like 20 to 25 uses in on it. And it's definitely noticeably softer than it was previously. Just pick some of that up. One thing about this is that it kind of just lets all the lather go. And what it does retain, it kind of eats it. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's much softer now and enjoyable. But yeah, I got the soap and the matching splash, and I was really blown away by the performance on this thing. Let me take another sip here. Alright, let me use my vintage Schick injector. This one doesn't have any swirls. It's a cream handle, which it's really hard to pick up, but it actually has kind of like white swirls, just ever so slightly. But it's a damn good shaver, and I believe this one has the supply blade in it from the supply injector. I figured I hadn't used a Schick in a bit, so might as well break one out. They are, in fact, my favorite razor type. I just like the format. I like it better than my DEs and my gem style razors, although I do really enjoy those as well, but these Schicks are my favorite. Now I noticed I had my skin seemed like it was a little bit irritated today. I don't know if my last shave was rougher than I actually felt, but there was definitely like some like redness and spots, not necessarily like ingrown hairs, but I was like, well, maybe I should skip the shave because I don't want to overdo it. And I mean, I got a full beard, so I could really just it's really not a thing for me to skip a shave, but I still wanted a shave, so we're gonna push our luck and hopefully we don't regret it. Alright, not gonna worry about the sides there this time. Just get some more moisture on the face. But yeah, since I got this, the release of the milk steak formula has released, and it's been a big hit in the community. You know, soaps are getting expensive as all get out, so I haven't been quick to, you know, try to pick up a tub. I actually would have no problem just looking on the second market for this Bison Tallow base, because they have the same scents, and this base is all that I'll ever need. It's a fantastic soap base. But I assume one of these days I'll pick up one of the Milksteak formula tubs sometime down the road, but I'm really in no rush. I'm in more of a rush to pick up a different scent, maybe from Chatillon Luxe and Declaration Grooming, you know, another collab of theirs. But I think 88 Chestnut Street, I believe that's what it's called. I've had my eye on that one. I think if I could get that in the old formula, or maybe the new formula, I'd be a happy camper. I'm going to go ahead and dig out some more of this soap from here. See what my Boar brush will hold on to. Just paint it on more or less. We're just kind of looking for a thin, slick layer this time around. I actually, you know, a lot of people get really scientific with it. My first layer, I want it thick and protective. My second layer, I want it less so. Or my second pass, I want it a little bit less so. On my third pass, I want it really hydrated and really slick. It's like I just kind of want all those things on all three passes. And I'm not super picky about it, because almost every soap is going to deliver those three things. You know, with fairly minimal effort these days. I like what CDB's been saying, where it's saying, you know, don't get so caught up in the appearance of your lather, rather the performance of your lather. And if you're having a good shave, that tells you your lather was good. You know what I mean? If you take that razor to your face and it's obviously dragging because you have underhydrated it, you know, that's different. And if you're having that sort of like performance issue on the regular, that's different. You know, changes need to be made. But if you have a pasty ass lather like Ken Surf's, or a washed out see-through lather like I get every now and then, I wouldn't worry about it too much. And it looks like I did get some of those spots I was talking about. You'll see in a second, but it does look like I got one on my neck. No big deal. Knew the game was dangerous when I began. I just wanted to get a shave in, and it seems I may have pressed my luck, but this has been enjoyable regardless. Since I work during the night and I shave after I'm off work, I don't know if you can see there. Since I shave after I'm off work, I'm not really going anywhere after this. So even if I cannibalize my neck, it's not really that big a deal. I'm not going anywhere. Not going to be out in public with all that. So, I don't know if I have BBS or not, but I'm not going to push it any further. Yeah. We're pretty close. We're pretty close, and I'm happy with that. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I probably could take a couple more swipes. But like I said, I think my face is a little bit tired. Because I usually shave every other day, but I've kind of been so into this, you know, as of late, that I just been pushing it a little more than my face is accustomed to. So I think I'll give it a rest. Let's get this soap out of my beard. We'll follow up with the matching aftershave, which is some really good stuff. And I actually think the aftershave is made solely by Chatillon Luxe. I don't think that Declaration Grooming had anything to do with the aftershave. And I only say that, I don't know it for a fact, but I only say that because on the packaging, I don't see Declaration Grooming anywhere on it. So, I'm kind of drawing a conclusion that maybe Chatillon Luxe did the aftershave all by themselves. And it is a fantastic aftershave. So much so that they recommend you kind of put it on with damp hands or, you know, a damp face. Not like dripping, but still moist. And I think it's to kind of thin it out, because it might be like in a concentrated format or something like that. Alright. So here we have it. In this awesome little bottle. Gratiot League Square from Chatillon Luxe. And like I said, I don't see Declaration Grooming anywhere on there. And even on the back. It says natural ingredients, denatured alcohol, chamomile extract, calendula extract, witch hazel extract, aloe vera, cat's claw bark extract, vegetable glycerin, menthol, fragrance, and then it just says www.chatillonluxe.com, handcrafted in South St. Louis, Missouri. So we'll give this a little shake here, get it incorporated. There we go. And actually, don't pull this out unless I need it. One moment. Alright. We're going to do a splash of Barbedeaux Moisturizing Razor Bump Therapy. I kind of had a feeling that if the shave went south, I might have to bust this out, so I keep it close. We'll just put a little bit right on the neck, and specifically the Adam's apple. You know, we can't all have picture perfect shaves every time. Stuff happens. Sometimes your skin is telling you something and you ignore it, and then you pay for it. And that's what happened. Ignore it, you pay for it. Kind of right. Alright. So, matching aftershave. And let me just kind of get my hands somewhat moist here. Get this cap off. And we will. Don't need much. This stuff is that good. I think that was about 4 drops. And it immediately is a step up in scent strength. Oh, man. Yeah, it's definitely leather forward. Just kind of comb that through the beard, get it up, the residual on my forearms. Some people might say that is not the way. I say this is not your shave. I'm going to put it on my forearms if I want to put it on my damn forearms. Alright, let me dry off my hands. We'll do a quick recap. Chatillon Luxe and Declaration Grooming collab, Gratiot League Square. And that is in the old base, the Bison Tallow base. Got my Sawdust Creation Studios Plum Crazy handle with the Paragon shaving Boar brush. And of course my Lancaster bowl. Almost forgot. I used my vintage Schick Injector with the supply blade, the cream handle. I had to bust out some Barbedeaux, which is never a bad time to use Barbedeaux. This stuff's the truth. I don't know if I've talked about it on the channel yet. I probably have. But Barbedeaux is the truth. Don't let the 30 seconds or less scent scare you away. People say it smells awful. It just smells like alcohol. Like just straight alcohol, a little bit of orange zest. But it only lasts like 30 seconds. It's here and then it's gone. So don't let that scare you away if you are worried. The properties, the healing properties, the nourishment, they're fantastic. And that's it. Go ahead and give you guys a little cheersy cheers with my IPA. Kill it. Have a good Tuesday, guys. Have a good rest of the week. I'm going to be listening to my skin now. I'm going to take a day off. Peace.